Again and again, after every school shooting, after years of gun violence in inner cities, our representatives do nothing, and we did nothing. But that stops today. We can no longer remain silent. In the words of Abraham Joshua Heschel, we need to pray, and I would add protest with our feet. We need to make our voices heard until the needs of communities of color are no longer ignored. We need to make our voices heard until our schools are safe. We need to make our voices heard until public safety is prioritized over profit. But here comes the next big question. How do we proceed? What can we do as teens, voters, and non-voters to prevent the next gun death? Whether it is a school shooting, suicide, or a death in a community of color in an inner city. First, we identify what we are fighting for. These are common sense gun measures aimed at protecting everyone's rights and not limiting anyone's rights. We have 3 main demands for Congress, and I want to hear a yes after everyone. We demand that Congress ban assault weapons.
Yes!
We demand that Congress require background checks on all gun sales.
Yes!
And we demand that Congress pass the Extreme Risk Protective Order.
Yes!
A national assault weapons ban would prohibit weapons made for war from being obtained by citizens. AR-15s should stay in war zones and out of our schools. Universal background checks would ensure that no matter what type of gun sale occurs, there is a process of vetting to make sure that the person obtaining the weapon is fit to carry that weapon. And lastly, the Extreme Risk Protective Order, or ERPO, would temporarily remove firearms from an individual in crisis who poses harm to themselves or others. I had the privilege to participate in a lobbying day at the courthouse with a bunch of amazing high school students yesterday, including faculty and students from Gann. As I was meeting with one of the state representatives, a high school sophomore shared her story. She talked about how she was hospitalized last year after struggling with depression. She expressed how she was suicidal and would have easily killed herself if she had had access to a gun. We need to ensure that nobody who poses any harm to themselves has access to a gun. The ERPO is a necessary tool to ensure this. While we are lucky enough to live in Massachusetts, a state with common sense gun laws and with the least gun death per capita, there is still action to be done in our own state. While we have a ban on assault weapons, we do not have an ERPO. That changes today. Now that we are informed, we have to take action. Here are 4 concrete steps that every person here can take. Number 1, we need to make sure that the ERPO, or red flag bill, is passed in our own Massachusetts legislature. Everyone, please take out your phone. If you're videoing, sorry. Okay, you can do this later. Hold it up, I wanna see all your phones. All of your phones? Okay, awesome. Okay, text safety, SA, well, I should probably give you the number first. Okay, the number is 64433. Text safety, SAFETY, to 64433. Okay. Text safety to 64433. You will then be asked to text your full address and call your representative to tell them to pass the red flag bill. Please take the time during lunch today, any free blocks, and when you get home after school to make these calls. Number 2, keep your phones out. If you text P2P2, here's the number, 788683. P2P2, it's like a capital P, and then the number 2, and then capital P. 2, the number is 788683. I'm also going to be posting these. You can do these at another time. You can register or pre-register to vote. At 16, you can pre-register, and at 18, you can register. All you need is your license or social security number. Start the process now and finish it all when you get home. Your voice Your vote and your voice are extremely important. Make sure to pay attention to your representative's track record on gun control when you vote in these midterm elections